friends, welcome back to Sneha Sophie YouTube channel, and I hope that you and your family is all safe, fit and fine, and we pray that this pandemic situation gets over soon and we all get back to the normal life. But still, although this pandemic situation is there, we should not stop our learning. E-learning is there which help you to learn and facilitate even during these situations. Now, the topic of today is how to calculate the number of moles using Avogadro number, molecular mass, and we shall be doing multiple questions based on this concept. But before we move on, kindly subscribe to our channel, and all those who are new, subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you get the notifications of the latest videos. Related to this topic, we have multiple questions and practice problems, and students who like practical or practice questions or numerical portions who want to score well. So this is very useful from standard 9th onwards for CBSE, ICSE, IB curriculum, IGCSE. They all are very useful, this particular topic. Now we start up at what is mole. Now, this is a standard definition. If in the exam it comes up, you are supposed to write these particular words in order to score well. So, if we say, what do you understand by the term mole? So, a mole is defined as the amount that contains the same number of units as compared to the carbon 12 atom. Carbon 12 is considered to be the standard while we compare the number of moles or when we say about mole. So this is just a bookish definition, but very concerning to this concept, number and numerous numericals are there. First, I shall share you the two formulas which help you to solve multiple questions related to this concept. So relationship between number of particles, Avogadro number and number of moles. So our first formula is number of particles is equal to Avogadro number into number of moles. Now what is this Avogadro number? Avogadro number is value is always fixed, which is 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23. In some books, you can even find it as 6.023 times 10 raised to the power 23. It's one and the same thing. But generally, we use this value for solving the questions. Now, the second very important formula, how to calculate number of mole. Number of mole is equal to given mass of a particular compound or a particular atom divided by its molecular mass. If it is compound, then we have to divide by the molecular mass, and if it is atom, we have to divide it by its atomic mass. Let's consider these two formulas, keep it in our brain and proceed to our questions. The very first question is, how many number of moles are there in 158 gram of ammonium carbonate? If students you have any problem how to frame a formula, I shall share a link in the description box where you can see how to frame a formula and how to calculate the molecular mass. There are two different videos. One, how to frame a molecular formula, and second, how to calculate molecular mass of any compound. So this is ammonium carbonate and its molecular mass. If you have any doubt, please click on the link which is mentioned in the description box and watch that video for the complete understanding. So this molecular mass of ammonium carbonate will come out to be, which is equal to 96, as there are two atoms of nitrogen and the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. So 14 times 2 is 28 plus hydrogen 8 plus carbon 12 plus 16 times 3 for oxygen, which is 48. So it comes out to be 96 AMU, which is the unit of atomic mass unit of molecular mass of any substance. But since in question it is given as 158 grams, so we use as 96 gram. So this is the molecular mass of ammonium carbonate. I still remind you, if you have any doubt how to frame a formula or how to calculate the molecular mass of a compound, The link for the videos are there in the description box. Please click on it to get more advantage and avail of the concept. So now we will be using the formula number of moles is equal to, since it's the mass and mass given, in the question whichever mass is given, it is the given mass. So number of moles is equal to, I gave you the formula in the previous slide as given mass divided by molecular mass. So the given mass in the question is 158 divided by 96. So we can cancel it and it will come out to be as in whole number, which is 1.64. So the number of moles for this particular question is 1.64 mole. Now I proceed on the second question. In this question, we have to calculate how many atoms, that means how many particles. So we'll be using the formula 1, which I have shared you prior. How many atoms are there in 20 gram of calcium? So we use the formula that number of particles could be number of atoms, number of molecules, number of ions. So number of particles is equal to Avogadro number times number of moles. Now, number of atoms, question mark. Avogadro number we know, and we know how to calculate N, as N is equal to given mass divided by, since it's an atom, calcium is an atom, so divided by its atomic mass. Atomic mass of calcium is 40. So Avogadro number is 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 times number of moles. So number of moles is equal to given mass, which is 20, divided by its atomic mass 40. So we cancel, and 2 times, as we cancel, 2 times 3 6, 0, 2 times 1 1. So the number of particles, if we write in complete, that is equal to 3.011 times 10 raised to the power 23. Since the number of particles in this question they're asking as atoms. I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, please rewind and understand. Next, a different type of question. How many atoms of sodium are there in 2 moles of sodium sulphate? Again, I shall let you know if you have any doubt in how to frame a formula, how to calculate the molecular mass of a compound, please check in the description box to find and see the videos how to solve this particular concept. So sodium sulphate is Na2SO4. Since they're asking how many atoms, so we'll use the first formula again, that number of particles is equal to Avogadro number times number of moles. In this question, directly number of moles has been given to us. So Avogadro number is 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 times number of moles 2. 10 raised to the power 23 will remain as such, and we multiply 2 with this number. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4, 0 and 12. Now most of the children will leave the question here and they will think that this is the answer, or if it is an MCQ type question, they will tick on this option, which will be wrong. Because these number of particles we have found out for sodium sulphate. But in the question, they're asking only how many atoms of sodium are there. In sodium sulphate, can you see this number 2? This means there are 2 atoms of sodium. So we need to calculate the number of atoms of sodium by multiplying 2 with 12.044 times 10 raised to the power 23, and now our answer will be there after multiplication. So these are the number of atoms of sodium in sodium sulphate. So if you solve it, it will come out to be 10 raised to the power 23 and multiply 2 with this number. So this becomes 8 and 0 and 2 times 12, 24. You can shift the decimal and the power and you get the answer. Again, a similar type of question, but different way. How many hydrogen atoms are there in 46.3 gram of ethanol? Ethanol is an alcohol whose formula is C2H5OH. And this is the condensed way to write. Now, if we calculate the number of atoms, we'll use the formula again. Avogadro number times the number of moles. But we need to calculate number of moles first in this question. And number of moles is equal to given mass, which is 46.3 in the question, divided by the molecular mass. So the molecular mass of ethanol is 46. Please check on to the description box for the link how to calculate the molecular mass of a compound so that you have no difficulty that how this 46 comes. So I'm using this 46 directly and substituting the value here. So the number of particles is equal to Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 times 46.3 divided by 46. So this comes out to be almost, it is 1 point something. So if I calculate, it is 1.0065. So we can consider only 1. So the number of particles in ethanol are 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23. But do not forget to leave a question or answer here itself, because now the question is how many hydrogen atoms are there. So now we should write down number of hydrogen atoms is equal to, this is the Avogadro number, the same value which we are getting at. This is the same answer, this value, and we have to multiply with the hydrogen atoms. In ethyl alcohol, see it is 5 plus 1, 6 atoms of hydrogen. So we multiply 6 with this answer. So 10 raised to the power 23 will remain as such, and 6 needs to be multiplied with this number. So 6 times 2 is 12, times 2 12. So 1 carry over 13, 1 36. Just shift the decimal and the power and you get the number of hydrogen atoms in 46.3 gram of ethanol. One more question. See, we are doing multiple questions for your understanding. This time we are supposed to find out the mass, and number of particles are already given in the question. Calculate the mass of 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 molecule of calcium carbonate. So we've quickly used that formula, that number of particles. So the number of particles is this, which is given in the question. 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 is equal to Avogadro number, whose value is the same, times 10 raised to the power 23 times the mass. This is the given mass which we are supposed to calculate, and you can take it as X instead of writing every time given mass. Now comes the molecular mass. The molecular mass of calcium carbonate will be 40 plus 12 plus 48. So it will come out to be 100 gram. Again, I repeat, any doubt in calculating the molecular mass, click on the link in the description box to watch out the video. So if I cross multiply, because this will go here and this will go in the denominator. So this shall be 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 times 100 divided by 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 is equal to our x, which we are supposed to calculate. This cancels out and x is equal to 100 gram, which is the answer of the question. Now it's the time for the evaluation. You can pause this video to do the question, but still I'm doing this so that after you attempt this question, you can watch out whether you have done this question correct or not. So you can pause the video now and start doing the question. Now, just check whether the question you have tried to do, the solution is correct or not. In this particular question, again, we are given the number of particles, the number of atoms. Do not forget to write the formula first. Since I've already done so much with you, I'm not writing the formula and I'm directly doing it. So the number of atoms are here is equal to Avogadro number times given mass, which is X we consider as, and divided by its atomic mass. Carbon atomic mass is 12. So again, we shall do cross multiplication as our previous question. So 12.044 times 10 raised to the power 23 times 12 divided by 6.022 times 10 raised to the power 23 is equal to the given mass. 10 power 23 cancel. This is almost 2. So 2 times 12, x will come out to be 24 gram. So all those who have done it correctly, thumbs up for you. And thank you for watching this video. And just I want to give you so much thank you for your support. And our classes are ongoing for IB as well. And CBSE, ICSE classes are too going on from grade 7 to 12. If you want to contact, as already mentioned, our WhatsApp number, you can contact us directly without any hesitation. Thank you for all your support once again.